Alright, so in the last video, we talked about the idea that when we attach ourselves to someone, that attachment eventually becomes a part of our identity. And when the relationship ends, it can feel like we didn't just lose the person, but we lost a version of ourselves. Today, I want to talk about something that almost everyone experiences after a breakup, and it's this strange feeling where you wake up one day and think, I don't feel like myself anymore. So, welcome to the Emotional Support Club, everyone. Sit back, get comfy, and enjoy today's video. Let's start from the top here, okay? Your routines feel off, your motivation is at an all time low, and things that used to feel normal suddenly feel a lot heavier. A lot of people assume that something is wrong with them when that happens, but what you're actually experiencing is a very normal psychological and neurological response to losing an attachment. So let's talk about why that actually happens. Like I said, sit back and get comfy. You guys are in for a treat. So, when you're in a relationship, your brain slowly builds patterns around that person. You develop routines together, you start texting at certain times of the day, you talk about your plans, your future, your problems. Your brain begins to expect that connection as part of your everyday life. And in psychology, this is actually called an attachment bond. Your nervous system begins to treat that person as part of your emotional stability. They become someone that your brain actually associates safety, comfort, and familiarity with. And over time, your life organizes itself around that connection. So, when the connection ends, your brain doesn't just say that it's sad or tell your body that. Your brain suddenly loses a structure it had built its entire world around. And when that structure disappears, everything feels disorganized for a while. This is where a lot of the emotional confusion begins. So, after a breakup, your nervous system is trying to adjust to a reality that it didn't plan for. Your brain had expectations. You expected that person to be there tomorrow and the next day, and you expected them to be a part of your routines. So, when those expectations suddenly disappear, the brain has to reorganize itself. And that's why people experience things like trouble sleeping, having constant thoughts about the relationship, waves of anxiety, sadness, you name it. Or you just do the opposite and become emotionally numb. So, your brain is literally trying to recalibrate itself with that attachment. So, when people say that they don't feel like themselves, it's not just a metaphor. Your mind is actually restructuring how it processes your everyday life. Another reason why this period feels so uncomfortable is because humans crave familiarity. Our brains like predictability. We like knowing what tomorrow is going to look like. We like knowing where we stand in someone's life. Even if the relationship had problems, the dynamic was still familiar, and your brain understood that pattern. So, when the relationship ends, you're not just losing a person, you're losing the familiar structure of your entire life. And an unfamiliar space can feel extremely uncomfortable. And that's why people often feel the urge to go back to the relationship even when they know it wasn't healthy for them. Now, they're not always chasing the actual person, but sometimes they're chasing the feeling of familiarity, right? Now, during this period, even small things can feel strange. Just the places you guys used to go together, the songs you guys listen to, certain times of the day, your brain starts to ruminate on them, right? It has associations tied to all of those memories, so when those memories are triggered, your nervous system reacts, and this can make it feel like your entire world has actually shifted. Okay? Again, this doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It just means that, well, for one, you're human, and two, your brain is adjusting, and adjustments takes time. The important thing to understand about this phase is that it's temporary. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. You guys know that. And over time, new routines will start to form, new experiences will start to take shape, and your mind will slowly reorganize itself around a new sense of what is normal. Eventually, you'll begin to feel like yourself again. So it's not going to be the exact same version of yourself that existed before. It's actually going to be a new version of yourself, something that you learned, something that is resilient, something that has emotional strength. So if you're in that phase right now where everything feels unfamiliar or emotionally overwhelming, just know that what you're experiencing is part of a very normal adjustment process. Your mind is just learning how to exist again without that attachment. While that process can feel, well, that process can feel very uncomfortable in the moment, past the moment. This is how you rebuild yourself after loss. Okay? In the next video, we're going to talk about something that almost everyone experiences during this period. It's that certain urge to just reach out to the person who left you, and why that urge feels so strong, and what's actually happening in your brain when it happens, so you'll know what to do when it comes up, okay? So, if you guys are navigating heartbreak or trying to rebuild yourself emotionally, consider subscribing so we can continue exploring some of these ideas together, and I'll see you in the next video.